What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on Dirthead. Today we are going to be putting on a new tie rod. Now I have the Barnes 4-wheel drive aluminum tie rod on there currently with the 1-ton ends. The what's it called? The ends of them, the grease boots have been torn pretty much a month after since I got them. So not the greatest quality of that. The bar has been great. Everything's been great about the bar. It's the ends that haven't been the best. So I've developed a little bit of a shimmy, and I think I'm 99% sure it's in those two joints on the end there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get a new tie rod installed today. I decided to just go with a whole new one, just to change things up a little bit and add a little bit more strength. So let me show you what I got, guys. All right, guys, so what we have here is the Krawler, forget what the kind, it's called the HD Off-Road Pro or something like that tie rod from Krawler. So it's got these ginormous ends. As you can see here, they are way bigger. So I'm very happy about that. The bar itself is bigger. This is 1.75, this is 1.5. So it is bigger, the bar is bigger. It is aluminum as well, so it will flex if it hits any rocks or anything like that and go right back to form. So that's fantastic. I'm definitely sticking with the aluminum. Just went a little bit more beefy on the tie rod. As you can see here, that's just night and day difference between how thick these units are. All right, guys, quick update. I had to run to Harbor Freight because for these jam nuts on this new tie rod, the 15-inch adjustable wrench I have was a little too small, so I had to get an 18. So if you're installing this, make sure you have at least an 18-inch adjustable wrench to go ahead and tighten up them jam nuts. Let's get going. All right, guys, we are back. It is the next day. Got a little late last night, so I went ahead and called it a day. But we did get everything installed here. So one of the issues I did run into was this gem nut is ginormous. So you need bigger than a 15-inch adjustable wrench in order to get that tightened up. What's really nice about the Krawler one here is they actually give you a flat as well. So it makes it super easy to tighten up that jam nut. Did get everything done here. Give you a quick walkthrough. This up here gets tightened up to, I think it's between 80 and 90 foot-pounds. The bottom one here gets tightened up to 200 to 220. I only had a torque wrench that went up to 175, so what I did is I just tried to go a little bit harder than what it was stopping me at. So hopefully that holds up. I did take it for a test drive and I don't have any wobbles. It definitely feels a lot tighter than it did before. One of the only things that I'm not a fan of is the bracket here. It is super stable. It's not at all the stability or anything like that. I'm sure this will hold up very well. I just don't like the look of it, so it's very bulky, very big. I'm afraid it's gonna hit on my diff up here once I'm all flexed out. However, I'm not gonna change it. I'm just gonna see how it does and go from there. I'm very happy with how this came out. I mean, this thing is super freaking thick. Like I said, it's 1.75, so I mean, it's bigger than my last one for sure. And these ends are absolutely ginormous, way bigger than my last one. So I'm very happy with the product here, as well as everything that came together well. And the ride was super nice, super tight. And why did I go with the Krawler setup? Out of all the different companies that you have, RPM, you have Fusion, you have a ton of different companies that make great steering setups. So why did I go with Krawler? So the reason I went with Krawler, first of all, was the ginormous ends that it has on there. They're super strong. They can take a lot of abuse, as well as that it's aluminum. I already had an aluminum tie rod, so that's not really one of the main factors. I just wanted something a little bit stronger because the ends on my Barnes 4-wheel drive one, the 1-ton ends, were just in very bad shape, and the boots have been torn for months. And although I've been putting grease in them, I'm sure that the salt around here has not been helping, as well as the mud from off-roading. So it was time to get an upgrade in there. So I'm very happy with going with this setup. By no means did I need to upgrade. I could have just put new ends on the tie rod bar that I already had, which did take a lot of abuse and held up great. But I was getting a little bit tired of the 1-ton ends failing on me. So very happy with this setup so far. Again, I did take it for a test drive, and it went very, very well. Very tight steering. The bumps went over very well. No wobble, no anything like that. And another reason I went with rock crawler as well was because I don't see a lot of people that go with this setup, and I'm not really sure why. The price is pretty competitive. With the discount, it came in right around $570, I believe, for the tie rod. So most steering setups for the drag link and the tie rod come in right around $1,000. So really wasn't that bad of a deal, and it's a great setup. So I'm not really sure why a lot of people haven't gone with this, but there's like no videos on it, and I don't see a lot of these going around on Instagram or anything like that. So that was another reason I wanted to go with this. I wanted to show you guys this option that you have to go with. That's super strong, super reliable. So I'm very glad that I was able to install this and show you guys this option. Guys, and what I did a quick driveway alignment. So what I did is I took this bad boy right here, and all I did was I got a little bungee cord, just got this right here, make sure it's the same on the other side. So I do have 2 of them there. And what you do is you just measure the front and measure the back across. You want to be towed in about 1/8 of an inch. So I got mine dialed in with the tires off when it was just on jack stands, and then I also did it when it was on the ground. So once I got it on the ground, there was a minor adjustment that had to be made, so just keep that in mind. Tires on the ground is better to do this because things can shift around once the tires are on its own weight. So yeah, just make sure you're about 1/8 of an inch towed in, maybe 1/16 of an inch if you're trying to get really precise. But yeah, guys, it was super simple to do the alignment. If you want to take it to an alignment shop, you can, but the only thing they can adjust on a Jeep with a straight axle is the toe. So the rest of it, unless you have adjustable control arms and you're trying to get your caster right, the rest of it, you're paying $100 just for them to adjust the tie rod bar a little bit. So definitely easier to do a driveway alignment, at least to get you started. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Again, very happy with the rock crawler setup with my tie rod. That thing is super beefy. I'm sure it's gonna hold up very well, especially being aluminum. It will flex a little bit if needed and go right back to memory. So I'm really excited about that. The tie rod ends are absolutely massive, so I'm sure I won't have any issues with those. I will continue to update you guys, you know, if something does go wrong or there's anything I don't like that pops up. But as for the test drive, everything went great. Feels super tight. Was super easy to set up and get aligned. It's super easy to adjust just with your hand. So I was very happy about that. So hopefully I don't have any issues with the jam nuts. I may have to put some Loctite on there. But as for now, very happy with that setup. If you're looking into a new tie rod and you're looking for some beef, definitely recommend the rock crawler one. You can go to Northridge 4x4 and they have them in stock. At least right now they do. So go ahead and check that out, guys. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Please like and subscribe for more Jeep and off-road content. I do have a little bit more coming for you guys just this week. A brake line mod in the rear that I know you guys are gonna want to tune in for, because it could save you a few hours on the trail. So definitely tune in later this week, guys, as I'll be filming that video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.